Hello, everyone, and welcome to Conkler Stadium on the campus of Oakland City University for Game 2 of the three-game set and the River State Conference Series to watch this week. Oakland City University hosting Indiana University Southeast. Last night, it was a 5-0 Indiana University Southeast victory. As we'll go ahead and give you as much of the lineups as we can before we hit the anthem time. For Indiana University Southeast, and leading off will be the right fielder, Gabe Yanto. Hitting second at second base, Kevin Moore. Trevor Goodwin, the first baseman, is in the 3 spot. Then it's Bryson Arnett, the third baseman, in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth, Coulter Hamilton, the shortstop. He'll be followed by Connor Scheidt, the DH. Then it's Caden Lockwood, the left fielder, batting seventh. Kason Parks, the center fielder, hitting eighth. And Matt Santana, the catcher, is batting ninth. For Oakland City University, leading off with the third baseman, Marcus Arocho. Batting second, the shortstop, Simon Gaines. Hitting third, the first baseman, Jake Winsenreed. And in the cleanup spot in center field, Nas Bergen. Then batting fifth in right field, Eric Correa. Batting sixth, Oliver Hamilton, the catcher. Hitting seventh, Charlie Hoffman, the designated hitter. Batting eighth will be Dickie Gonzalez, the second baseman, and Andrew Gillihan is in left field, batting ninth. On the bump today for Oakland City University will be the veteran Tommy Johnson. As stepping in will be Yanto. We will give you Tommy's statistics as time allows. Glad you're along with us. Walt Ferber, producer-director David Hose, T. Ray Fletcher, Hall of Fame sports writer Pete Swanson, and first pitch is a strike, 1 ball, and no strikes. Yanto's at .337 with 6 homers and 15 runs batted in. That rolls down the first baseline. Johnson got off the mound quickly and throws to Winsenreed at first base in time. It's 1-3 on the out. Quickly 1 gone. For Oakland City on the bump today is Tommy Johnson. He's 3-2 with a 5.48 ERA. 7th appearance, 7th start, 21 in the third innings, 18 hits, 13 runs, 13 earns. Has struck out 31, walked 13. 3 doubles, no triples, 1 homer, a .257 batting average against. No wild pitches, and has hit 10 batters. 1 gone here in the first, and Simon Gaines, the shortstop, is up. And that is hit into left field. That's a base hit by Gaines. Pardon me, that is a base hit by Moore. As Yanto made the first out, and now Moore is on at first base. That brings up the first baseman, Trevor Goodwin. 1 on and 1 out. And last night, IUS did a great job of getting him on, getting him over, and getting him in. That is a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Goodwin. .382 with 3 homers and 20 runs batted in. IUS hitting .316 as a team. Opposition .247. Snap throw back over to first. Defensively for the Oaks, Jake Winsenreed is at first. Dickie Gonzalez, the second baseman. Simon Gaines, the shortstop. And Marcus Arocho is at third. Andrew Gillihan in left. Nas Bergen in center. Eric Correa in right. The pitch is low and inside. Oliver Hamilton back behind the plate. And Tommy Johnson is on the bump. Tommy Johnson, a senior out of Blythe, California. Low and inside. Tommy has added a couple of miles per hour to his fastball this year. has been clocking lower 90s in some of his appearances this year. Moore takes his lead off first. And that is hit well into left center field. That is going to be a base hit. That's going to be extra base hits. Going into second base is Goodwin. Scoring from first is Moore. And the Grenadiers have taken a 1-0 lead here in the top half of inning number 1. And they're picking up where they left off yesterday. Arnett, the third baseman, standing in. A senior out of Hodgenville, Kentucky. He's hitting at .400 with 4 homers and 14 runs batted in. The off-speed pitch misses outside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Our sponsor, Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. Pizza with a Pound and so much more. You're home for Mighty Oaks Monday and Raider Wednesday. Spring edition of Raider Wednesday starting April 1st. Boy, that just misses. 2 balls and no strikes. The stretch by Johnson. And that is hit foul. 2 balls and 1 strike. Not a bad Saturday afternoon. Still a little on the chilly side. And that is fouled out of play. From what I understand from the National Weather Service, we're supposed to get a high tomorrow in the lower 70s. And it's going to go at the end of the day with a low of 14 degrees. Low and inside. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Back-to-back hits have given the Grenadiers a run here in the top half of the first. That's going to roll into right field for a base hit. Goodwin is heading for home. Throws offline, and it's 2-0.
Single RBI or single error?
I can't see. I mean, I can't even see his dick.
I would say it's an RBI on that. As I do not believe he got a glove on it.
No, the right fielder.
Oh,
The ball.
yeah. Then it could be. Then it could be an E. Then
I couldn't tell if he stopped at third.
No, he didn't stop.
He did stop at third. Then that's an error.
so it is a hit and an error.
Is there an error on the play?
Yes.
Trevor Goodwin scores, and it's 2-0. Indiana University Southeast here in the first. Coulter Hamilton, the shortstop, is up. Curveball misses outside. As far as position players, the regular's the leading hitter. Coulter's at 411, 37 hits, 90 at bats, 26 runs scored, 5 homers, and 26 runs batted in.
The error allowed him to come from third home.
The left fielder?
Right field.
Right fielder, okay, thank you. That's right.
There's a strike on the outside corner to Hamilton,
He overran the ball.
and it's no balls and 1 strike. Coulter Hamilton, a redshirt sophomore out of Brownsburg, Indiana. Low and outside. Trucking into second base is Arnett. So Arnett is at second. Already a crooked number on the board for the Grenadiers in the first. and threatening to get more as there's one down. Gabe Yanto started the inning by bouncing out pitcher to first, but there have been 3 consecutive hits, and it is 2-0. Hit into right. That's a fair ball. And
We didn't catch that?
No, he dove.
it's going to be runners at second and third as Coulter Hamilton has a double. Bryson Arnett is at third.
Designated hitter Connor Scheid.
And Scheit steps in. And a chance to add some fuel to the fire here on the top half of the first. It's already 2-0. Hamilton is at second. Bryson Arnett is at third.
He was all out and dove.
Scheid hitting at 255, 14 hits, 55 at bats, 9 runs scored, 3 homers, 10 runs batted in. That's high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. At the strike, you may be able to hear it in our audio. One of my favorite things about this, the sound of the train as it goes by. Adding the sound of the music from the bell tower, the bells from the bell tower. That misses. Two balls and 1 strike to count the Scheit. Foul makes it 2-2. Connor Scheit, a redshirt sophomore, bats left and throws right out of McCordsville, Indiana. Wind and the pitch from Johnson. And that's high, 3-2. It is a beautiful day. A few clouds out here, as you can see in the sky, looking on our camera here today. Just a tad on the chilly side, but you got maybe the games of the day in the NAIA. It makes it a Chamber of Commerce day. But that's a walk. First one of the ball game for Tommy Johnson. And there is going to be a quick conference on the hill as Andy Lasher will go out and have a chat with Tommy Johnson. Tommy's been kind of an enigma. When he is good, he is extremely good, but has had a little bit of trouble finding the plate here in the top half of the first inning. Gaslight Pizza and Grill, Raider Wednesday returns on April 1st with Coach Paul Kinker of the tennis team. And then April 8th, it will be Southridge softball. Also, you're home for Mighty Oak Monday. And the best pizza in the universe, lots of toppings, pizza by the pound, and so much more. The Gaslight in Uptown Huntingburg, where every Oakland City University athletic event can be seen on their great sports TVs, including this one you're watching today. Scheid at first, Hamilton at second, and Arnett is at third. Off-speed pitch misses high and inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Lockwood at 283, 3 homers, 19 runs batted in, 13 hits, 53 at bats, 14 runs scored. Fouled off. And that makes it a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. a very explosive Indiana University Southeast team. They're hitting .316 as a team. That is hit into this.
Caught by the shortstop.
That was caught by the shortstop. All right. A good job there by Gaines.
Center fielder, Casey Park.
And that's the second out of the inning. That was a really nice play by Gaines, the sophomore out of Orleans, Indiana.
Was that the right shortstop?
Cason Parks will step in now. He's at .292, no homers and 7 runs batted in. He is the 8th batter of the first inning. 2-0, and the Oaks are hoping to keep it that way if they can take care of Parks. Strike on the inside corner. You don't want to get 2 runs, but with the bases full right now, I'm not the sharpest stick in the pile, but 2 would be better than 5.
Foul ball.
Foul ball down the third base line. No balls and 2 strikes the count. Matt Centeno, the catcher's on deck. If he gets up, the Grenadiers will have batted around here in the top half of the first. That's a nice-looking pitch by Tommy. Tommy Johnson with the strikeout to end the inning. And that's all for the Grenadiers in the top half of the first. But in the top half of the first, they pick up 2, left 3 on with the score. Indiana University Southeast 2, Oakland City University coming to bat. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. GoMightyOaks.com, the Go Mighty.
Live stats or video for softball today.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's because it's right then.
We're back at Conkler as we're heading into the home half of the first. On the bump for Indiana University Southeast is Brendan Whalen. He's 2-0 with a 5.47 ERA. 7th appearance, 6th start, 24 2/3 innings, 25 hits, 15 runs, all 15 of them earned. Has struck out 25, walked 10. 3 doubles, no triples, 2 homers. Opposition hitting .255 against him. 1 wild pitch and 1 hit batter. Once again, Whalen on the bump. Brendan Whalen is senior out of Grays Lake, Illinois. Stepping up for Oakland City is Marcos Arocho. Junior out of Arecibo, Puerto Rico, trying to do something to get the Oaks jump started here in the home half of the first. Marcus hitting at .295. No homers, 5 runs batted in. That's a strike. 0-1 the count. Marcus was on base 2 of 4 times last night. That is hit into right field. A good play made there by the right fielder for the first out of the ball game as Gabe Yanto was there to make the play.
Hey, hang on 1 second. Now batting shortstop, Simon Gaines.
Simon Gaines, the sophomore from Orleans, Indiana, stepping in next. Simon's at 276, 3 homers and 17 runs batted in, a right-handed batter. And the pitch is a strike, no balls, and 1 strike. 2-0 Indiana University Southeast, home half of the first here at Conkler. That is hit hard but foul. At the strike to Gaines. Left field and curving foul again. Simon has made good contact. Just got around on those 2 pitches just a little bit too much. So it's 2 strikes to Gaines. That is hit into right center.
Yes, for sure.
And the center fielder goes over and makes the play, that being Cason Parks, for the second out of the first inning.
Now batting first baseman Jake Winsenreed.
Jake Winsenreed up now for the Oaks. Jake's been hitting well, 364, 32 hits, 88 at bats, 29 runs scored, 3 homers and 12 runs batted in. And he's on base. But we'll probably have a contusion on that one as that hits him in the arm. 1 on, 2 outs. Nas Bergen will step in. 343 leading the team with 8 home runs and 20 runs batted in. Off-speed just misses low. I would think that Nas will probably see a steady diet of off-speed pitches. You make a mistake with a fastball on it, and he's probably going to go yard. We've seen it happen. And misses low and outside, 2-0. Eric Correa on deck. Swing and a miss. 2-1. The senior from Curacao. I've been practicing. But the young man has power. There's no doubt about that. Misses outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Nas 0 for 3 last night. A lot of overs. Swing and a miss. On 1 low in the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the first strikeout for Whalen. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left, 1 complete here at Conkler with the score. Indiana University Southeast 2, Oakland City University nothing. You are watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg on GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube. We're back at Conkler heading into the top half of inning number 2 as Tommy Johnson, 1 inning, 30 pitches, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 8 batters faced. As it will be 9-1-2 for the Grenadiers here in the top half of the second, as Matt Santana will stand in for IUS. That's outside and low, 1 ball and no strikes. Line to the 1-0 to Santana is high and tight, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Santana hitting a .298 with a homer, 13 runs batted in, squares around a bunt, and that is right down Lucretia for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Hit to Dickey at second. Gonzalez fires to Winsenreed. There's 4-3 on the out. 1 gone in the Indiana University Southeast second inning. Gabe Yanto will step up now. .337 with 6 homers and 15 runs batted in. Yanto, a redshirt junior out of South Bend, Indiana. Bats left, throws right. Bounced out pitcher to first in the first, up again in the second. That's a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Fouled off, and Yanto is in the hole 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. We'll be back here Tuesday with baseball at Conkler. Georgetown coming in.
KCU's up 10-5 on Shawnee in the 5th.
Swing and a miss. At strike 3, Kentucky Christian up on Shawnee 10-5 in the 5th inning so far.
Shawnee not as good.
Now batting second baseman Kevin Moore.
Kevin Moore got a base hit and scored in the first.
I don't know, maybe a little bit of both. I mean, Shawnee was 6-0 going into the series.
That's high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Moore.
And he got first and third with 1 out, so they could tack on.
Kevin Moore, a freshman from Louisville, Kentucky. Off-speed pitch for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Check swing. He held on there. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. That is tomahawked foul down the first baseline. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just a little bit high there. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Moore. First baseman Goodwin on deck. That's close, but that's ball 4. And that's going to bring up the 3-hole hitter Goodwin. Trevor hitting at .382, 3 homers and 20 runs batted in. Goodwin, a redshirt senior from Brandenburg, Kentucky. Throw back over to first. Goodwin looks like a first baseman. He also looks like a guy that if I was in trouble would probably be a pretty good wingman. That is hit into right field, a base hit. Throw to third, not in time. Grenadiers have him on the corners. Moore on the move at third base. Goodwin is at first. That's going to leave it up to Bryson Arnett. That heart of the order that's been so tough could cause difficulties for the Oaks here in the top half of the second inning. Arnett is hitting at .400 with 4 homers, 14 runs batted in, 16 hits, 40 at-bats with 9 runs scored. He is a right-handed batter. Strike on the outside corner, no balls and 1 strike. Arnett 1 for 1 on the day. Knocked in a run as he knocked in Goodwin. It's low and outside. Tommy Johnson up to 44 pitches. The stretch by Johnson in the pitch, that's outside, and that is going to score a run. Kevin Moore scores on the wild pitch. Goodwin goes to second base. And so the third run of the game comes across for the Grenadiers. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Arnett. That's up the middle. That's going to crawl into center field for a base hit. Head sliding into home is Trevor Goodwin. He scores. Arnett is at first base, and it's 4-0.
Now batting shortstop, Coulter, Hamilton.
So the same 2 batters that scored in the first have scored in the second. Arnett is at first. Coulter, Hamilton, the shortstop, is 1 for 1 as he doubled in the first, is up again here in inning number 2. Redshirt sophomore from Brownsburg, Indiana. And that's a wild pitch. And Ollie is really good. Kept himself in front of that. I tell you what, he's one tough dude. Been battling a finger injury on his hand. Had to leave last night's game, but he is back behind the plate today. Foul down the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. 6th batter of the Grenadiers' second inning. Off-speed pitch hit out of play. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grenadiers undefeated in the River States Conference. 7 wins and no losses. Hit into center field. Good job by Naz Bergen to end the inning, but you can add 2 more runs for the Grenadiers in the second. We played 1.5 at Conkler with the score. Indiana University Southeast 4 and Oakland City University nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg on GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube. We're back at Conkler. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for Oakland City. Eric Correa, the right fielder, Oliver Hamilton, the catcher, and Charlie Hoffman, the designated hitter. Whalen through the first inning, got through on 13 pitches. No hits, no runs, 1 strikeout, no walks, and 4 batters faced. As Winsenreed was hit by a pitch, that was the only base runner for the Oaks in the first. Correa steps in, a .348 batter with 4 home runs, 26 runs batted in, 23 hits, 66 in bats with 24 runs scored. He is a left-handed batter, and that is up high. 1 ball and no strikes to Correa. Junior from Carolina, Puerto Rico. Bats left, throws left. Check swing. One ball and 1 strike. That is hit into right, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. So Correa on with a leadoff base hit. Oliver Hamilton out of Oakland City, Indiana. And he's been one heck of a catcher for the Oaks. As tough a guy as you're going to see. Ollie hitting at .304. 3 homers, 16 runs, batted in. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. It's fair to say that when he signed here, he didn't have to travel a long way. 0-1 the count to Hamilton. That's into left field. That's a base hit. Correa taking the wide turn at second base, thinks better of it, and with nobody out, the Mighty Oaks are cooking here in the home half of the second. Charlie Hoffman's going to take a shot at it now. He is the designated hitter. .443, 27 hits, 61 at bats, 23 runs scored, no homers, and 10 runs batted in. Running at first base for Oakland City will be Satterfield. Satterfield running at second base. And that gets away, and snap throw back to first, and just getting back is Satterfield. As we go back from sport to sport between softball and baseball, this is a courtesy runner for baseball. In softball, no. That's a pinch runner. as Hoffman is at the plate. Throw back to second, and just getting back is Correa. Been in the business 50 years, and I've had my best education probably this year. I've got David in the booth and T. Ray Fletcher, Oakland City University Hall of Famer and incoming commissioner of the River State Conference for baseball. And Oakland City University Hall of Famer and women's sports legend Patty Bookta when we're over at the softball field. 1 ball and 1 strike. The count to Hoffman. It is 4-0 Indiana University Southeast here in the home half of the second. Bunt should get them moved over. Second baseman covering, but they get the runners moved to second and third base respectively. As Correa moves to third base and Satterfield is now at second base. And Dickie Gonzalez will slide in now. Hitting at .222. 3 homers and 18 runs batted in. Stopper out of the bullpen. And one of the best defensive second basemen around. And that is hit into right field, and that's going to score a run. Gabe Yanto catches it, but Correa, that son of a gun was up there for a while and fairly deep as Correa scores from third. And it's 4-1. As they say, the longest journey starts with the first step, and we're on the board, by golly. It is 4-1 as Gillihan will step in. Would be nice if we could get Satterfield running for Hamilton in to have that lead. Its first pitch to Gillihan is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. That's 2-0. Gillihan hitting .213 with a homer and 12 runs batted in. Andrew Gillihan, a sophomore from Mount Carmel, Illinois. Oh, just took a little something off that one. 2 balls and 1 strike. That's a strike. 2-2. Gillihan from Mount Carmel, Illinois. That's one of my favorite high school baseball venues is in Mount Carmel. At his top to third. Has to throw to first. Good job by Bryson Arnett. 5-3 as he throws to Goodwin. Well, the Oaks get on the board in the home half of the second inning as they pick 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left, as we have played 2 complete with the score. Indiana University Southeast 4, Oakland City University 1. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube.
The National Christian College Athletic Association is dedicated to keeping Christ at the center of intercollegiate athletics, empowering student athletes and coaches to make a meaningful impact for Christ. Our member schools embody the love of Christ through our game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. With 23 national championship events, we serve 88 member schools across the United States and Canada. The NCCAA, where ring chasing and king chasing converge.
Going to the top half of the third inning, 4-1 IUS. It's 6, 7, and 8 for the Grenadiers here in the top half of the third. Connor Scheidt, the DH, Caden Lockwood, the left fielder, and Kason Parks, the center fielder, facing Tommy Johnson. 2 innings, 52 pitches, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 14 batters faced. And that is a strike, no balls and 1 strike. Scheidt walked in the first, up again in inning number 3. That just misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside and low. Scheidt at 255, 3 homers, 10 runs, batted in. Wide of the pitch from Johnson. Off of Johnson, rolls to second. I'll be dogged. They got him. 1-4-3. As that goes Johnson to Dickey Gonzalez to Winsenreed, and there's 1 out. I think it was a grazing shot to Tommy because he was more concerned on finding the ball than bending over in pain. But Andy Lasher's going to come out and take a look. As you see there, Tommy was showing where it hit him. Looks like maybe right below the knee, and hopefully he is able to continue. And my guess is they will probably allow him maybe a warm-up pitch or 2 to see if he still can. But knowing Tommy, the young man out of Blythe, California, going to have a body part falling off before he comes out. Takes the first of those pitches there. That's one of those things that from experience you could probably end up feeling more of that tomorrow than today. As Johnson will continue with 1 out. As Lockwood, the left fielder, steps up for the Grenadiers, and that's an off-speed pitch. And hits the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Lockwood popped up to Simon Gaines at shortstop in the first. Low and outside. Here's the wind of the pitch. That's low again. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Kason Parks is on deck. That is hit in the air and to right field. That's gone. It's out of the park. Well, the good news is it is a solo home run. And it is 5-1. As Parks touches them all. That's Kason Parks' 8th home run of the year and 28th run batted in. Pardon me. Let's try it again. Let's look to the right thing. Lockwood, his 4th home run and his 20th run batted in. As Parks, who struck out of the first, will step in. Squared around to bunt. I think it hit the bat. Well, I think it's a strike, but I would not put the house on it. That's a strike. From the umpire one way or another. The 8-hitter Parks at the plate. High and tight. Parks at 292, no homers and 7 runs batted in.
I have no idea. It had to be something that didn't act like it hit any person.
Curveball, it's hit into shallow center. And Asbergen makes the play. 2 out in the top half of the third. Matt Santana will stride in. Santana 298 with a homer and 13 runs batted in. Santana Jr. from St. John, Indiana. And that'll be out for out number 3 as Naz takes care of that one too. So for IUS, they get another run in the 5th on 1 hit. No errors, nobody left. We have played 2.5 here at Conkler on your Saturday afternoon with the score Indiana University Southeast 5 and Oakland City University 1. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg on GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube channel. We're back at Conkler. Now the Grenadiers got the run back that Oakland City got in the bottom part of the inning with that solo home run. And Oakland City will see what they can do with the top part of the order as Marcus Arocho will start things off. Flew out to right field in the first. Arocho 295 with 5 homers, 28 runs batted in. 28 hits, 95 at bats with 25 runs scored. Young man from Arecibo, Puerto Rico. Curveball misses outside. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Strike on the inside corner. One ball and 1 strike. Low and outside, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled off. That run in the last inning was the first the Oaks have scored in this series. They were shut out last night and got 3 hits in the 5-0 opener of the series. That's a 1-hopper past the pitcher. Shortstop throws. These guys don't make mistakes. Coulter Hamilton throws to Trevor Goodwin's 6-3 on the out. And there's 1 gone in the Oakland City 3rd inning. Simon Gaines striding to the plate. The sophomore from Orleans, Indiana, popped out to center his first time. Simon Gates, 276, 3 homers, 17 runs batted in, 21 hits, 76 at bats with 22 runs scored. Low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. This game, a 9-inning game. That is hit into right field. And it is going to hang up long enough for Gabe Yonto to come in and make the play, so there's 2 outs. First game's a 9, second game's a 7. River State Conference and NAIA doubleheader rules. Wins and Reed, the next batter. Jake at 364 with 3 homers and 12 runs batted in. Senior from McCordsville, Indiana. The first pitch is a strike. Jake was hit by a pitch his first time up. Whalen continues to cook for the Grenadiers. Swing and a miss. 2 1/3 innings, 32 pitches, 2 hits, a run, an earned run, 1 strikeout, no walks, 10 batters faced. 2 strikes the count to Wins and Reed. Low and outside, 1-2. Nasbergen on deck. Oaks with 2 hits on the day. 7 for IUS. Right down Lucretia there for a strike, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Oakland City University. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We have played 3 here in game 1 with the score Indiana University Southeast 5, Oakland City University 1. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball, brought to you with the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg on GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks. We're back at Conkler. Already rolling into inning number 4. Tommy Johnson, young man out of Blythe, California, still on the bump for Oakland City. 3 innings, 65 pitches, 7 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 18 batters faced. Top of the order here in the 4th for the Grenadiers. Gabe Yonto, 0 for 2, will step in. 337, 6 homers, and 15 runs batted in. And that is fouled. No balls and 1 strike.
36 warming up in the pen.
Warming up in the bullpen. Some work going on for the Mighty Oaks right now. That is Nate Trimble that's warming up. They said Johnson up to 65 pitches. 1 ball, 1 strike to Yonto. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind the 1-2. That's high and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grenadiers 7-0 in the River State Conference, 16-7 overall. Foul down the first base line. Oakland City 19-5 overall, but 4-3 in conference. That loss last night was Oakland City's first loss at Conklin this year. They are 12-1 at home. Line the pitch from Johnson. Fouled off again. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Indiana University Southeast. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for Oakland City University. Foul down the third baseline. Oakland City defensively, you got Wins and Reed at first, Dickey Gonzalez at second, Simon Gaines the shortstop, Marcus Arocho at third, Andrew Gillihan in left, Nance Bergen in center, Eric Correa in right, Oliver Hamilton behind the plate, Tommy Johnson is on the bump. Hit to Dickey at second, flips it to Wins and Reed, it's Gonzalez to Wins and Reed. 4-3 on the out as Kevin Moore, the second baseman, stands up. Moore got a base hit and scored on the Goodwin base hit in the first and walked and scored on a wild pitch in the second. So he has scored 2 of the 5 runs for the Grenadiers. And that is a strike, no balls, and 1 strike. Moore hitting at .314. A homer and 9 runs batted in, 16 hits, 51 at bats, 16 runs scored. Strike on the inside corner with the off-speed pitch, and it's 0-2. Wind the 0-2 from Johnson. Fouled off, and it stays at no balls and 2 strikes. It looks like Tommy's starting to find the groove a little bit, but that pitch count is starting to get up. Fouled off again. And Goodwin and Moore and Johnson are battling it out. Hit to Gaines at short. Throws to Wins and Reed, 6-3 on the out. It's 2 up, 2 down for Indiana University Southeast in the 4th.
First baseman
Trevor Goodwin up. He is 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Bryson Arnett has knocked him in both times. Mr. Obvious here. The Grenadiers have not gone down 1-2-3 yet today. Strike on the inside corner. Wide on the 0-1 pitch in the turf. Goodwin, a redshirt senior from Brandenburg, Kentucky. He's a big dude. In the turf again. Left-handed batter will get back in the box. Bryson Arnett on deck for the Grenadiers. That's hit pretty good. I would say that's pretty good. He's going to touch them all. A solo home run for Trevor Goodwin. And you can add another run to the total. A big blast there by Goodwin. And that is Goodwin's 4th home run of the year and his 21st run batted in. And that will bring up our net. Two for two on the day and has an RBI in the second. And hit by pitch. Coulter Hamilton, the shortstop, stepping in. So things were going pretty well with 2 up and 2 down. And Goodwin knocks it over the pretty close to the center part of the park at about the 380 mark to straightaway center field. Hamilton a base hit, double actually in the first, and flew out to Nas Bergen in center in the second. 6-1 the score. Curveball strike. No balls and 1 strike. Yanto and Moore started off the inning grounded out before Goodwin went yard. And Arnett was then hit by the pitch. 5th batter of the inning here. Strike on the inside corner. It was a very good pitch. No balls and 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch just trickling foul. So Coulter Hamilton staying with 2 strikes. Both these teams hit very, very well. .316 the team batting average for Indiana University Southeast. .311 for Oakland City University. Fooled him on that. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for Tommy Johnson, and that's going to do it. But Trevor Goodwin goes yard, and that's another run for IUS. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We played 3.5 with the score. Indiana University Southeast 6, Oakland City University 1. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg on GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks. They're very efficient. We're back. I was just talking about the efficiency David and I were with Whalen. In 3 innings, he's only thrown 38 pitches, 2 hits, a run, an earned run, 2 strikeouts, no walks. 12 batters faced. It will be 4, 5, and 6 for Oakland City in the 4th inning. Nas Bergen, the center fielder, Eric Correa, the right fielder, and Oliver Hamilton, the catcher, with the Oaks a 5-run deficit as we're going into the home half of the 4th. I'm waiting for a mistake. Nas will hit a mistake a long, long way. That is a strike. No balls and one strike. Misses outside. It's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. They have fed Nas a steady diet of off-speed pitches today. That's hit to second. As that goes, Kevin Moore to Trevor Goodwin, 4-3, and there's one out here in the home half of the fourth. As Eric Correa has scored the only run of the ball game for Oakland City as he got a base hit and was knocked home by the Dickey Gonzalez sac fly in the second. Correa, a left-handed batter. High and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Correa 348 with 4 homers and 26 runs batted in. That hit him. He's been on base twice now. 1 on, 1 out as Oliver Hamilton, the catcher from right here in Oakland City, will step in. Oliver Hamilton, 304, 3 homers, 16 runs batted in. Hamilton, the senior. Just gets a piece of that one. It's no balls and 1 strike. Hoffman on deck. Foul that one straight back. 2 strikes to Oliver. That's fouled off again, and it stays in no balls and 2 strikes. Ollie's battling him off. That's a strike, and that's all for Ollie. Third strikeout of the ball game for Whalen. And Hoffman sacrificed the second up again in the fourth. Charlie's at 443, no homers and 10 runs batted in. Runner heading to second. That is in there. Looks like we have an injured Grenadier. That was Kevin Moore, the second baseman. And hopefully he is okay. But Correa knocked the ball out and is in at second base with a steal. Eric Correa now 9 of 9 stolen bases.
I never saw him indicate it.
So a runner in scoring position for the Oaks with 1 out. Correa has scored the only run of the game for Oakland City, and he's got a pretty substantial lead at second base. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike to Hoffman. Fouls that one off, and it's 1-2. Dickey Gonzalez on deck. Charlie, the freshman from Evansville, Indiana. And that's fouled off. Charlie got a pretty good piece of that one. It stays at 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Six runs, 8 hits, no errors for IU West. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for Oakland City University. Just misses. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Whalen up to 47 pitches. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Whalen. Ends the Oakland City fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 4 complete in game 1 with the score. Indiana University Southeast 6, Oakland City University 1. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown, Huntingburg. GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks.
The National Christian College Athletic Association is dedicated to keeping Christ at the center of intercollegiate athletics, empowering student athletes and coaches to make a meaningful impact for Christ. Our member schools embody the love of Christ through our game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. With 23 national championship events, we serve 88 member schools across the United States and Canada. The NCCAA, where ring chasing and king chasing converge.
For the Grenadiers, designated hitter Connor Scheidt.
6, 7, and 8 for the Grenadiers in the top half of the 5th inning. Connor Scheidt will step in. Walked in the first and a 1-4-3 out at first in the 3rd inning. Strike on the outside corner. Oakland City's not donutted the Grenadiers yet today. IUS 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and that just misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tommy Johnson, 4 innings, 87 pitches, 8 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 23 batters faced. And that is a strike. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for IUS. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for Oakland City. Simon Gaines throws to Wins and Reed, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting left fielder Caden
Caden Lockwood, 1 for 2, a solo homer and the third. Oaks got close to 1-2-3 the Grenadiers in the fourth, but a 2-out Trevor Goodwin home run to center field took care of that. Curveball swung on and missed. Lockwood popped out to Gaines at short of the first, solo home run in inning number 3. Pitch to Lockwood. It's a fair ball down the right field line. Lockwood takes the wide turn, and Correa does a pretty good job of getting over to it. So 1 on, 1 out. Cason Parks 0 for 2. Struck out of the first, flew out to center field in the third. The number 8 hitter in the Grenadier attack. 292, no homers, 7 runs, batted in. Right down Lucretia for a strike. Matt Santana, the Grenadier catcher, on deck in the 9th spot in the order. Strike on the outside corner. Good off speed by Johnson. Throw back over to first base. Lockwood is back. Far as stolen bases, the Grenadiers are 33 of 41 for the season. And that just misses. One ball and 2 strikes to Cason Parks. And that is a foul tip strike 3 that Ollie took care of just fine.
Now batting catcher, Matt Santana.
Another strikeout. That's 4 of them for Tommy Johnson. Matt Santana steps in. He's 0 for 2. Lockwood, if you're wondering, 3 for 3 stolen bases. In the dirt, Hamilton kept it in front of him. You can make that 4 for 4 for Lockwood now as he steals second base. So once again, the Grenadiers have a runner in scoring position.
He was going, right?
I wasn't paying attention.
I think, I believe so.
What is it? Is that a steal or is it something else?
So after the stolen base, you have Lockwood at second base. One ball and no strikes. 2 balls and no strikes. Low and outside. 3-0. As I have said many times, I'm not the sharpest stick in the pile, but you don't want to walk your number 9 hitter. At the strike. Centena's at 298 with a homer and 13 runs batted in. 3 balls and 1 strike. 9 hits in the game for the Grenadiers compared to only 2 for the Oaks. 3-1 the count. Fouled off, full count. So Tommy's got it full after being down 3-0. It is now a 3-ball and 2 strike count. Gabe Yanto is on deck. Pretty good lead at second base for Lockwood. That's hit to Rocho, and that's going to let another run scored. Marcus tried to tag the runner Lockwood as he was going to third, then tried to off-balance throw to Winsenreed, and that's going to be an error. And it is now a 7-1 ball game. So you know that talk I had of maybe holding him to 0? Not this inning. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and so far 1 in the fifth. And that is going to bring a conference to the bump, and that may be the end of the day, and it looks like it is for Tommy Johnson. 4 2/3 innings, 97 pitches, 9 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 26 batters faced. So Tommy Johnson's day is over. And Nate Trimble will be the new Oakland City University pitcher. He's a junior out of Shelbyville, Illinois.
New pitcher for the Mighty Oaks, number 36, Nate Trimble.
So Trimble will be on the bump. He is 1-0 with a 5.17 ERA. His 6th appearance, he has started 3 games. 15 2/3 innings, 14 hits, 10 runs, 9 earned. Struck out 19, walked 9, 1 double, no triples, 3 homers. Opposition hitting only .233 against him. 5 wild pitches, 2 hit batters. Trimble will be the new hitter. And it's not looking good for the Oaks, and that is now a 7-1 ball game. So once again, Tommy Johnson, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 103 pitches, 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them earned. Has struck out 4, walked 2, 27 batters faced. Trimble is the new pitcher. This is a 9-inning game, and the second game will be a 7-inning ball game. Tell you what, you have caught a Grenadier team here that is red hot. They play like this, they're going to be extremely formidable.
Now batting, right fielder, Gabe Yanto.
Gabe Yanto will step up. He is 0 for 3. 337, 6 homers, 15 runs batted in. Runner goes and is in there. Santana takes the base. Two for 3 stolen bases for him now. A base hit could play another. No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. I think Yanto, though he's a very good hitter, is the only hitter for the Grenadiers that has not reached base today. Foul that one off.
It's up 8-4 on Brescia. Midway's up 4-2 on Columbus. KCU's up 11-5 on Shawnee still.
Kentucky Christian up on Shawnee State 11-5. That's a little bit of a surprise, isn't it?
I think so.
They won yesterday too.
The Kentucky Christian could theoretically sweep that thing. Tie it outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grenadiers have out hit the Oaks 9-2. That's hit to Winsenreed, who stomps on the bag. And that finally is all for the Grenadiers. But doggone, they get another run in the inning. They have scored in every inning. 1 run in the inning for the Grenadiers. And at 4.5 in the books, it is Indiana University Southeast 7, Oakland City University 1. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg on GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube.
If you don't put up a 0 on defense, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Who's up?
Dickey, 8 home.
Back at Conkler, it's 8-9-1. Dickey Gonzalez will start things off for the Oaks in the 5th, and he's not the only run in, as in the 2nd inning, his fly out to right field brought home Eric Correa. So the second baseman stands in. Strike on the inside corner, no balls and 1 strike. Dickey Gonzalez, a senior from Toa Baja, Puerto Rico. Five and a half whole base hit. Oh, Dickey's on base. That brings up the left fielder, Andrew Gillihan. Gillihan bounced out 3rd to 1st in the 2nd. The left-handed batter. That's hit to short. That's a possible tailor-made double play. 6-4-3, 2 outs. As that goes Hamilton Moore to Goodwin. Back up to Marcus Arocho, who's 0 for 2. Whalen 4 innings plus 53 pitches, 3 hits, a run, an earned run. 4 strikeouts, a walk, 17 batters faced. Arocho from Arecibo, Puerto Rico. Off-speed pitch just misses. We need a spark. This is a team that had not lost at home this year before this series. That's a slow roller that Wayland's going to have to throw it high. And with Marcus Arocho, his speed, he is on at first base. He's out.
He turned the wrong way after he stepped on the
That has been that kind of day. He didn't turn right, he turned left, and that is the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, nobody left. We played 5, and the score, all IUS, the Grenadiers 7, the Mighty Oaks 1. You are watching Oakland City University Baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza Grill in Uptown Huntingburg and GoMightyOaks.com, the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube. We're back at Conkler. 6th inning on the way. 2, 3, and 4 for the Grenadiers. Kevin Moore, the second baseman. Trevor Goodwin, the first baseman. And Bryson Arnett, the third baseman for the Grenadiers. And I tell you, you ever have one of those days where nothing is working right? That's the way it is for the Oaks today. And you can give a lot of that to Indiana University Southeast. An undefeated 7-0 in the River State Conference. The Oaks are 4-3. But coming into last night, Oakland City was 12-0 here at Conkler. They're now 12-1 and could be 12-2 as Moore base hit and scored on the first, walked and scored on a wild pitch in the second. Grounded out short to first in the fourth, and he's up again here in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. Trimble, the pitch. And that is in foul territory. 2 strikes to Moore. Trimble closed out the 5th with 5 pitches. Faced 1 batter. 2 strikes to Moore. Kevin Moore at .314 with a homer and 9 runs batted in. He is a left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout of the ball game for Trimble. Goodwin steps in, 2 for 3 out of the day. Base hit was knocked in by Arnett in the first, and a base hit in the second and was knocked home by Arnett. And then he hit a home run. He's done okay today. Big dude. Off-speed pitch just misses. Arnett is on deck. Strike. Indiana University Southeast, 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. You add them all together, and that's 7. In the turf, 2 and 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Grenadiers have out-hit the Oaks 9-4. Swing and a miss. 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's in the turf. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Goodwin. So you figure he's going to be going on this. He got a pretty good idea. He may get his cookie right here. Nice play by the pitcher. 1-3 on the out as Trimble throws to Winsenreed. 2 up and 2 down as Bryson Arnett. Couple of RBIs on the day. He's been on base every time. A base hit in the first and second, was hit by a pitch in the fourth. Arnett hitting at 400. A little low. 4 homers, 14 runs batted in, 16 hits, 40 at-bats, 9 runs scored. Strokes that one into left field, and he's still been on every time. Add another base hit to the Indiana University Southeast total. Their hit number now at 10. As Coulter Hamilton 1 for 3 will step in. Doubled in the first, flew out to Naz Bergen in center field in the second, and struck out in the fourth. That's hit in the air into deep left. I don't think the park's going to contain that one. 3rd home run of the ball game for the Grenadiers. This one is a 2-run variety. And it is, according to my mathematical calculations, 9-1. So, if you're looking at it for the Grenadiers, 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and 2 in the sixth. Scheidt walked in the first, bounced out 1-4-3 in the third, and Gaines to Winsenreed short to first in the fifth. At the strike, no balls, and 1 strike. So with the 3 home runs today, Grenadiers up to 32 on the year. There's a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Low and outside, 1-2. That's close. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ring him up. Second strikeout of the contest for Trimble. But a 2-run shot by Hamilton gives the Grenadiers 2 in the 6th as we played 5.5 with the score. IUS 9, Oakland City University 1. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball. Brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. GoMightyOaks.com. The Go Mighty Oaks YouTube. We're back at Conkler heading in
One section or one regional, 74 to 60.
to the home half of the 6th. 2, 3, and 4 for the Oaks. Simon Gain, the shortstop. Jake Winsenreed, the first baseman. Naz Bergen, the center fielder. Okay, little basketball here. One of Oakland City's favorite sons, Dusty May, is the coach in Michigan. They're playing Wisconsin in a barn burner right now. What's the score, David?
Michigan's up 2 now.
Michigan is up 2 in that ball game. So when Michigan hired Dusty, they did receive a whole lot of fans from Oakland City University. Simon Gaines 0 for 2. That's a strike. Was he a point guard? Done pretty good coaching. Misses outside. Simon Gaines, the shortstop out of Orleans, Indiana. That's hit into left. That's going to bounce for a base hit, and Simon's going to go into second for a double. So a little bit of brightness there for the Oaks in that one. A leadoff double here in the 6th inning.
First baseman, Jake Winsenreed.
Jake Winsenreed stepping in, was hit by a pitch in the 1st and struck out in the 3rd. So 1 on, nobody out. That is hit in the air. I don't think it's going to make it out of the infield. It's dropped. Kevin Moore dropped it, and everybody is safe.
I couldn't see that. Is that air?
E4. And Moore had it in his glove, and it was Charlie Brown time. So runners at first and second with nobody out, and Naz Bergen striding to the plate.
He was fighting the side and then tried to catch it here last minute.
Naz at 343 with 8 homers and 20 runs batted in. Nobody out of the 6th. At the strike on the inside corner. Stretch of the pitch. Whalen has been extremely effective today and economical in his pitches. 62 pitches so far. 1 ball and 1 strike to count to Bergen. That's hit into right field, and that's a base hit. A run's going to score, and it's 9-2. Simon Gaines has got some pretty good speed. He was on the move. And he will score from second base. Winsenreed puts on the brakes at second. And Eric Correa, who has scored the other run for the Oaks, will step in. Base hit was knocked in on the sac fly by Dickey Gonzalez and was hit by a pitch in the fourth. He is a left-handed batter. That is a strike. Eric Correa, 348 with 4 homers and 26 runs batted in. Check swing outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oliver Hamilton on deck. Nobody out here in the 6th. And that is out number 2. Left fielder, boy, I whiffed on that one. I was hit to the left fielder, Lockwood, for the first out. Oliver Hamilton, working a 1-for-2 game, will step in. He started a whole lot of ball games behind the plate for Oakland City in his career here. He is a senior now. Hamilton at 304, 3 homers, 16 runs batted in, off-speed high, 1 ball, and no strikes. 9-2. Grenadiers have the lead. 9-11-1 for IUS, 2-6-2 for Oakland City. Curveball swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the turf gets away from the catcher Santana. And 2 runners are in scoring position for the Mighty Oaks now. As Winsenreed goes to third base, Bergen goes to second base. And a base hit could play 2.
KCU and Midway have both won today. KCU has won the series.
2-1 the count. KCU wins the series with Shawnee. Midway also a winner today. Midway's red hot right now. They got a series, just got a series with us. Is that fouled out of play? Line to the pitch. It's fouled off the starter. Brendan Whalen is still in, and he has been extremely economical to be here in the home half of the 6th. 68 pitches for the young man. It's one reason he's still in the ball game. That is into right center. Center fielder Kason Parks makes the play, but the run's going to score as Winsenreed scores from third base. Bergen stays at second. There are two gone, and it is 9-3. If we could figure out a way to get Bergen home, we would actually outscore the Grenadiers in this inning. Oh. Curveball is a strike to Hoffman. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Hoffman at .443, no homers, 10 runs batted in. That's hit into right field. Certainly a can of corn for Mr. Yanto in right. But the Mighty Oaks have 2 runs. They do it on 3 base hits. There is 1 error and 1 left on base. We have played 6 completed game 1 of the doubleheader today. And the score is Indiana University Southeast 9 and Oakland City University 3. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill at GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube channel.
The National Christian College Athletic Association is dedicated to keeping Christ at the center of intercollegiate athletics, empowering student athletes and coaches to make a meaningful impact for Christ. Our member schools embody the love of Christ through our game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. With 23 national championship events, we serve 88 member schools across the United States and Canada. The NCCAA, where ring chasing and king chasing converge.
Back at Conkler, a new pitcher for Oakland City University is Bryce Humphrey. Bryce is 1-0 with a 2.57 ERA, his 5th appearance, 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, has struck out 8, hasn't walked anybody. Allowed 1 double, no triple, no homers, a .222 batting average against, with 2 wild pitches and 1 hit batter. He is the 3rd pitcher of the day for the Mighty Oaks. Tommy Johnson, 4 2/3, 103 pitches, 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, struck out 4, walked 227 batters faced, while Nate Trimble, 1 1/3, 22 pitches, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 strikeouts, no walks, and 6 batters faced. Lockwood will start things off for the Grenadiers here in the top half of the 7th. Lockwood flew out to the shortstop in the 1st, solo home run in the 3rd, base hit, stole a base, and scored in the 5th. One ball, no strikes. That'll even the count at 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lockwood, 283 with 3 homers and 19 runs batted in. That is going to get past Orocho into left for a base hit.
E5.
Did he touch it? If T-Ray says it's an error, it's an error.
Went under his glove. It's just like one
Yeah.
between the legs. It's,
E5.
is he there?
Oh, yeah.
That's an error.
Yeah.
So leadoff runner on in the seventh inning is Kason Parks, who is 0 for 3, steps in. Struck out of the first, flew out to Nosbergen in center in the third, and struck out again in the fifth. Strike on the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Parks at 292, no homers, 7 runs, batted in for the Grenadiers. Off-speed pitch for a strike. So 2 strikes to Park. Matt Santana, the catcher, on deck. And into left center. That's going to be in there for a base hit. First one of the day for Parks. Parks is at first. Lockwood goes to second. Matt Santana, the catcher, is up. Bounced out second to first in the second. Flew out to Bergen in center field in the third. And reached on an air, bringing Lockwood home in the fifth. Quick conference. So the bottom part of the order has caused the Oaks trouble here at the top half of the seventh. Number 9 hitter Matt Santana at the plate. That is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Santana 298 with a homer and 13 runs batted in. That is high. Matt Santana, a junior from St. John, Indiana. Foul territory. Out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Grenadiers have been extraordinarily methodical in this game. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, and in the seventh, they have their first 2 runners on base with nobody out. Poked into shallow right. Dickie Gonzalez gets that one. 1 gone. Back up to the top of the order, and Gabe Yanto. He's got to feel hex today. Going to be a pinch hitter for Yanto. Yanto is a good hitter. Okay, that's going to be all. The day is over for Humphrey. So Humphrey 1/3 of an inning, 10 pitches, 1 hit, 3 batters face, and he's responsible for Parks at first and Lockwood at second. So we will have a 4th pitcher. Evan Price will be the 4th pitcher of the ball game for Oakland City University. Price, the new pitcher. as he takes his warm-up tosses now. Number 40, he is 0-0 with a 2.57 ERA, 5 appearances, 7 innings pitched, 8 hits, 5 runs, 2 of them earned. He has struck out 5, walked 2, 3 doubles, no triples, no homers, a 286 batting average against, 1 wild pitch, and 1 hit batter. Evan Price, the veteran, he is a senior out of Rossville, Illinois. And he is the 4th pitcher of the day. Tommy Johnson, 4 2/3, 103 pitches, 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. Struck out 4, walked 2, and 27 batters faced. Trimble, 1 1/3, 22 pitches, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs. 2 strikeouts, no walks, 6 batters faced. Humphrey, a third of an inning, 10 pitches, 1 hit, 3 batters faced, and he is responsible for both Parks and Lockwood at the plate as we're back up to the top of the order. And Gabe Yanto, redshirt junior out of South Bend, Indiana. And he is 0 for 4. I think he's the only starter not to be on base yet. As Santana is 0 for 3, but he did reach on an air. Otherwise, everybody else has been on base in one way, shape, or form. Price, the pitch. A little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes. Yanto, a left-handed batter. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yanto, 337, 6 homers, 15 runs, batted in. That's a strike. That's a nice pitch. Dropped off the end of the table there. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kevin Moore on deck for the Grenadiers with 1 out. Runner goes to third. He's going to have to go back. Both of them are. Lockwood started first, and then Parks delayed a little bit after that. But the foul ball will make them go back to their respective bases, and it evens up the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes to Gabe Yanto. Pitch from Price is in the turf, and a really good stop by Oliver Hamilton, an outstanding defensive catcher.
Nope. Nope. Still Hamilton.
Runners take their leads. Parks from first, Lockwood from second. Runners go. By golly, they'll have to go back again. 2-2. Grenadiers are 34 of 42 stolen bases. One of those is today. Price, once again, the 4th pitcher of the afternoon for the Mighty Oaks. Throw back to second. Lockwood is back in time. His lead from second base, Lockwood. Throw to third. I think he's out. Yep, indeedy. I thought the base umpire called it out there. Evidently, he did not. Oh, ball 4. My bad. That does make a difference. Well, first walk for Price, so the bases are loaded. Yanto is on for the first time today. Parks goes to second. And Lockwood goes to third. And that's going to bring up Kevin Moore, the second baseman. First pitch is low and outside. Base hit and scored in the first. Walked and scored in the second. Grounded out short to first in the fourth and struck out in the sixth. One out. The base is full here in the seventh. That is a strike. Well, they have not scored in the seventh as of yet, but to say they're threatening is an understatement. The bases are full with one out. Knocked down by Gaines. The throw to second. I got him at second. As Yanto was outfielder's choice 6-4. But Lockwood scoring from third base. And I believe that's also Parks scoring from second. He didn't? He's staying? Okay. Yeah, he's at third. He's at third. So 1 run scoring there. As Parks is at third base. Yanto is at first. Michigan win today too, Ray? Did I just hear a final? 68-65. So a lot of Oakland City fans are going to say hooray over that one.
Vanderbilt's up 15 with 45 seconds to go in Florida.
And Vanderbilt up by 15 over Florida in the SEC tournament.
Let me tell you what's going to happen.
That's a strike.
Arkansas is going to win the SEC championship. John Calipari.
No balls and 1 strike.
Play Ole Miss.
That would have some tongues wagging if Calipari ends up winning the SEC this year. That's a strike. So the beat goes on for the Grenadiers. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, 1 in the seventh. It is 10-3. That's outside. The runner goes to second, and he is throwing it home. I guess they got him. Yeah, with the emphasis as it was Yanto going to second. Parks tried to come home, and he was gunned down at the plate. And that is all for the Grenadiers in the seventh, and some flashy defense taking care of business in the seventh inning. So you can add 1 more run to the total for Indiana University Southeast after 6.5. The score is Indiana University Southeast 10, Oakland City University 3. We're going to take a break. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill on GoMightyOaks.com and the Go
New pitcher for the Grenadiers, number 21, Jake Stopper.
We're back. Jake Gothrop, the new pitcher. He's a junior out of Lafayette, Indiana. And they got another quality starting pitching performance today, as Whalen goes 6 innings, 76 pitches, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, struck out 4, didn't walk anybody, and 25 batters faced. Oakland City starting the home half of the 7th. Dickie Gonzalez, the second baseman, knocked a run in with a sac fly in the 2nd and got a base hit in the 5th. First pitch is a strike. I just heard the end of what you said, and I was looking Gallrup's statistics up. It's probably going to be kind of scary, right? Yeah. Gallrup, the second pitcher of the day.
11. 32 strikeouts.
And that's hit to third, and that's 5-3 on the out. Gallrup, 21, is 1-0 with a 2.12 ERA, 8 appearances, got a save, 17 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, struck out 32, walked 11, 2 doubles, no triples, no homers. You're right, 0.88 batting average against. 5 wild pitches, 2 hit batters. In the turf. This series so far, I kind of feel like Sisyphus. That's fouled off. You're rolling that rock up against the hill.
Gothrop.
1-1 to count. That's in the turf. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for Oakland City. 3 runs, 6 hits, 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for IUS. 3 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for Oakland City. There's a strike. Oakland City 1 in the 2nd and 2 in the 6th. IUS 2 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and 1 in the 7th. And that's low. And they've hit Oakland City 12-6. Well, as I said, the longest journey starts with the first step, and there's a walk to the number 9 hitter, Gilliland. And Marcus Orocho, who is 1 for 3 today, will step in. He is at the top of the order out of Arecibo, Puerto Rico. High hopper down the third base line. That rolled foul. Arnett played it pretty impressively. No balls, 1 strike. Orocho at .295 with 5 homers and 28 runs batted in, 28 hits, 95 at bats, 25 runs scored. That's going to get into right center for a base hit, and the Oaks have their first 2 base runners on. Marcos is 2 for 4. Simon gains the shortstop up from Orleans, Indiana. Flew out to center with the first, flew out to right in the third, and doubled and scored one of the Oakland City runs in the 6th. He was knocked in by Naz Bergen. 10-3 here in the home half of the 7th. A chance to maybe dig into that lead a little bit here in the home half of the 7th. That's inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Off the fist. And that is out number 1. That's, pardon me, out number 2. Was that Moore, the second baseman, that got that? First baseman ends up getting that one. So there's 2 gone. Winston Reed, hit by a pitch in the first, struck out in the third, reached out an air and scored in the 6th. Gillahan is at first base. Gillahan is at second base. At first base, Marcus Orocho. Curveball misses outside. Winston Reed's played a good first base and has done a pretty good job hitting at .364, 3 homers and 12 runs batted in. A misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. I think for a whole lot of reasons, the Oaks need to get some production here in the 7th. That is a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. That just misses outside. Three balls and 1 strike. A wide one would load the bases. Fouls it off. It is now a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Relief pitcher Jake Gothrop, a junior out of Lafayette, Indiana. And that is a call, 3rd strike, and that is the inning. That is a microcosm of the day for the Mighty Oaks today. They strand a couple on base in the 7th. Don't score in the inning. We have played 7 complete with the score. Indiana University Southeast 10 and Oakland City University 3. You're watching Oakland City University baseball on GoMightyOaks.com and at Go Mighty Oaks. We're back at Conkler heading into the 8th inning. Evan Price on the bump for Oakland City. Tommy Johnson got the start, would be the losing pitcher if it holds up. 4 2/3. Like 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. Trimble, an inning and a third. 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. Humphrey, a third of an inning. 1 hit, 1 run. And Price, 2/3 of an inning so far and 11 pitches. That is hit into left center field.
Oh, he missed it.
And that is going to be missed by the left fielder, Gillahan.
Jeez.
Missed the ball.
Yeah,
Error.
I think so.
And that is going to be an E7. So one on and nobody out.
It was tailing hard, and he overran it and then tried to reach back and grab it.
Yeah. Bryson Arnett, the third baseman, a base hit in the first, an RBI base hit in the second, was hit by a pitch in the fourth, and a base hit and scored in the sixth. Came in on the Coulter Hamilton home run. Swing and a miss by Arnett. It's 0-1. The productivity has just been phenomenal. I mean phenomenal for the Grenadiers today. 10 runs on 12 hits, 1 error. Oakland City 3 runs on 7 hits, 4 errors. The Grenadiers have scored in every inning in the ball game today. That is inside. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, and 1 in the seventh. And they have a runner, Trevor Goodman, at second base with nobody out here in the top half of the eighth. That's fouled off. And it's 0-2. 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. But it is a great day for baseball. We've still got our coats on, though. We've had one that was what I would call shirt sleeve weather so far. Foul territory down the right field side. I think it's going to be out of play. But if I'm trying to find a deficiency in this IUS team right now, I don't know if I could. I'm sure Vincent Torncasa would probably be able to, the head coach of the IUS squad. Ring him up. Strike 3 out, number 1. Strikeout for Price. 1 strikeout, 1 walk. As Coulter Hamilton, who homered in his last appearance, will step in for the Grenadiers. Hamilton doubled in the first, flew out to center in the second, struck out in the fourth, and hit a 2-run homer in the sixth, and he's up again here in the top half of the eighth. Pulled a string on that one. Nice pitch, swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike. Price the stretch. At the strike. No balls and 2 strikes. 10-12-1 for the Grenadiers. 3-7-4 for the Oaks. Low and outside. That was a nice pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts by Price. He's got 2. And that's going to bring up Connor Scheidt. We have a chance. We have a chance to stop them from not scoring in the 8th. But Scheidt is at the plate. walked in the first, bounced out 1-4-3 in the third, bounced out short to first of the fifth, and struck out in the sixth. And that is a strike. No balls and one strike. And that is a strike. And it's no balls and two strikes. Price is senior from Rossville, Indiana. He's a left-handed pitcher. Foul tip. No balls and two strikes to count. That's close. One ball, two strikes. I thought we may have been out of the inning. Price at the belt. Fouled off, stays at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. We've thrown a lot of pitches in this game. Johnson 103, Trimble 22, Humphrey 10, Price 21. Hit the gains at short. That's not into left field. That's a base hit. And they score. Scheit brings in Goodman. And it is another run to the total for Indiana University Southeast, and it's 11-3. Thirteenth hit in the ball game for the Grenadiers. So 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, 1 in the seventh, and so far 1 in the eighth. That's a strike. That's hit in the air and fouled out of play. Scheit takes his lead from first. Good play again by Hamilton. Lockwood, one of the dudes for the Grenadiers that have gone yard. His home run came in the second. Popped out to short in the first, hit a home run in the third, a base hit, stole a base, and scored in the fifth. Reached on an air and scored in the seventh, and he's up here in the eighth. Is that going to go out of the yard? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's a 2-run homer. Lockwood has his second home run of the ball game, and it's a 2-run homer for the Grenadiers, and it is 13-3. And unless we do some damage in the bottom part of the inning, we're going to get run ruled in this game. And the good news is the bases are clear. Kaysen Parks struck out on the first, flew out to center in the third, struck out on the fifth, a base hit, and scored in the seventh. That is a strike. Parks up. Do want to thank you guys for watching and listening to us. Numbers have been really good this year. That's a strike. But always try to go and check our on-demand on the day after And our numbers for the IUS telecast last night were pretty doggone high. Swing and a miss. Ollie has to throw to first, and he does. And that's all for the Grenadiers in the eighth, but they knock home 2 more runs with a Lockwood 2-run homer. We have played 7.5, and the score is Indiana University Southeast 13 and Oakland City University 3. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill on GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks. $18, 94 pitches between them. We're a little more than that.
Yeah. Started through more than
Starters 103.
5 innings.
We're back at Conkler. You want to talk about an efficient game? Indiana University Southeast has scored in every inning, and their pitching, Wayland and Gothrop between them, in 7 innings have thrown only 94 pitches. Naz Bergen's going to start things off in the 8th inning with the Oaks up. Oaks down 13-3. They have to score in the inning or the game is over. That is hit foul. Now Nas had the distance on it.
Championship banner.
Did it hit the banner? That's my area I can't see there. That banner looks good there. David's talking about the 2025 River States Conference Championship banner. Outside, though, the Oaks won regular season and tournament titles last year. That was a blast. I had a blast calling every River State Conference tournament game last year. Looking forward to going back to Chillicothe this year. That's a heck of a hook. Dropped off the end of the table. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. And he threw another one of those that are like unfair. That's strike 3. I don't know what exactly you call that. I would say maybe a 12-6 curve. But it dropped off the end of the table, and there's 1 gone, and Eric Correa steps in.
30 pinch hitting.
He is going to be a pinch hitter for the Mighty Oaks, and that will be Yeryar, the redshirt sophomore out of Jasonville.
Brady Yeryar, number 30.
That's a little high and outside, to quote Bob Bucher.
Just a touch.
Yes.
It just hit me. Played a Chacamac. I've been trying to think of that all year, and that's a strike. There's been about 1 million Yeryars that have played a Chacamac and played extremely well. 1 ball, 1 strike. High and outside. Left one of the Chacomac, truly one of the great small school, high school programs in Indiana. Misses high and outside. 13 runs, 14 hits, 1 error for IU Southeast. 3 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors for Oakland City. That's ball 4. Yar's on at first. Oliver Hamilton is the scheduled batter. But it's not going to be him. Colby Angel's going to hit in that spot. And I'm going to say after we get a run in this inning to keep it going, he would probably catch. Out of North Posey High School. Well, I tell you what, after Hamilton graduates, I happen to think Colby Angel could do a really good job behind the plate for the Oaks. He is a freshman. That's a bullet strike on the inside part of the plate. Angel hitting at .348 with a homer and 11 runs batted in. Fouled off. That's a strike. Winning pitcher would be Whalen. For the Grenadiers. Swing and a miss. That was some high cheese there. Second strikeout in the inning and third overall for Gothrop. Hoffman is going to step to the plate now. And we got to get something going here. The ball game's over. Swing and a miss. Gothrop has a batting average against him, .088. Gothrop the pitch. Low and outside. Dickey Gonzalez is the next scheduled hitter. High and tight. Whalen, if he wins, would go to 3-0 on the year. That swung on and missed. While Tommy Johnson of Oakland City would go to 3-3. Two and two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Gothrop strikes out the side in the 8th. As it is Indiana University Southeast the winner, 13 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. Oakland City 3 runs, 7 hits, and 4 errors. The winning pitcher is Whalen, who went 6 innings, 76 pitches, 6 hits, 3 runs to earn. Tommy Johnson takes the loss. 4 2/3 innings, 103 pitches, 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 27 batters faced. In a game that takes 2 hours and 43 minutes. We're going to take about a 25-minute break, and we will be back with game number 2, a 7-inning contest. So for producer, director David Hose, for the athletic director T. Ray Fletcher, and Hall of Fame sports writer Pete Swanson, Walt Ferber saying so long for just a little bit. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball Brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza Grill in Uptown Huntingburg and GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube channel.
The value of champions of character across all institutions is a message that we can all get behind.
The purpose behind Champions of Character is to have that student-athlete experience be one of growth.
Men's basketball on campus, we make sure that we give back with a smile and with a purpose.
Our goal as coaches is for our players to leave being better men, better husbands, better fathers, and better members in their community.
NAIA is Champions of Character.
The National Christian College Athletic Association is dedicated to keeping Christ at the center of intercollegiate athletics, empowering student athletes and coaches to make a meaningful impact for Christ. Our member schools embody the love of Christ through our game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. With 23 national championship events, we serve 88 member schools across the United States and Canada. The NCCAA, where ring chasing and king chasing converge.